I'm going to scoot back a little bit more. Okay, I hope you guys can see me. I am at my sister's house in her bedroom right now, and I am wanting to film a video about breastfeeding. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Barbara. I do a lot of mom related videos, and I wanted to, you know, just kind of get on here and talk to you guys about first time mom stuff. So I remember whenever I was a first time mom, I really wanted to breastfeed, but I didn't really know everything that I needed to do. I didn't know what I needed to buy. I didn't know what I really needed in hand and like how to do everything. So in this video, I'm just going to kind of talk to you guys about things like that I struggled with. So with my first baby, Xavier, he's almost 3 years old now. He's not breastfed anymore. I breastfed him for like a month, maybe a little bit more than that, and then I decided that I wanted to go back to work. So I went back to work and stopped breastfeeding him, and I had milk. It's just I didn't have enough milk to keep pumping it and feed him at the same time, like blah blah blah. But breastfeeding is, I get a lot of questions, is breastfeeding painful? Yeah, breastfeeding is painful, but there are things that you can do to help with the pain. So whenever you first have your baby and you first start breastfeeding, the first thing that you need to start to do is, or the first thing that you need to get down pat is a good latch. So if you can get your baby to take a good latch, then it will not be as painful as what some people say. So whenever, and how to know what a good latch is whenever, this is your nipple, whenever your baby opens up his or her mouth to latch, you got to make sure that they get like a big mouthful. Like you want, say this is the tip of your nipple when the milk comes out. Well then right through here you want your baby to get all this, like as much of the nipple in their mouth as they can. And that will create a good latch. So whenever the baby sucks, it won't hurt. Now another thing that you guys need to know is if your baby is latched on and your baby's going like whenever it takes a drink every time, that's not a good latch. That latch will eventually become painful. Maybe not the first like time or two, but like after you've done it for days, it will get painful, girl. So make sure that your baby has a good latch. And then the next thing that I want to share with you guys is that you need a pump. I will show you guys, I will insert little clips of all the parts that I have at my house. I'm at my sister's right now. Okay guys, hold on just a minute. I'm going to explain what this is. This is my pump, and this is the brand that I use. I love this pump. It worked fine for almost 3 years, and then it just died on me. But this is just how I have it done, so that way it will just work for one side instead of both. And then I'm also got Aquaphor, which I use on Uriah's bottom, but I also use it as a nipple cream, like a lubricant or whatever. And then right there, next to that, I also have diapers and baby wipes and things like that for things I'm going to need throughout the night to, you know, just make sure I don't have to get up and walk all the way through the house. And then right here is my case for my nipple shields or nipple guards, whatever you want to call them. And they're just like a rubbery, this is like, mine are kind of dirty. I haven't used them in a while, so I haven't cleaned them. But that's what it looks like. You just put it over top of your nipple, and then whenever you go to breastfeed, it's way less painful than normal. And then, like I said, I had diapers and baby wipes. And then another thing that you have to do is be hydrated. So I have a ton of water just sitting right there by my bed. No, baby, Lily didn't go home. But sorry, my kids are here, so you'll just have to overlook that. But like I said, I have bottles of water here, and I just chug bottles of water, bottles of water, bottles of water. And then right down there, I don't know if you can see it yet, but I have my Haka or whatever it's called, and it's just a letdown catcher, so that way I don't leak everything and waste my milk. I'm filming now, so that way I can do all this, but I will insert pictures. My pump is an event flow pump. I had it for 2 years, 3 years, and I loved it. And I absolutely loved it. It worked great, and the reason that I don't use it now is because it stopped working, and it started to get to where it wouldn't suck out of one side, and then it just ended up completely stopping and not working right. So what I ended up doing was getting a hand pump, which is great because you can just do it like with your hand. So if you need to like make it go like pump faster, then you can. If you need it to be slower, then the options are on the pump settings, then you can. You know what I mean? So it's not like you can't control like the way that it's getting the milk out. And then another thing is if you do have a painful latch but you still want to breastfeed, you can get a nipple shield. And a nipple shield, or nipple guard, some people call it that, it's like a clear silicone, or like, I don't know, it's like a clear rubber piece that you will just put over your nipple before you put it in your baby's mouth to feed. And okay, so now we're on nipple shields, and nipple shields are just, it's like a rubbery piece that you put over your nipple, and whenever you go to put it in your baby's mouth, you leave it on, and then it will create like a nipple over top of your actual nipple, so that way your baby, whenever they latch, it is the correct way to latch, so it won't be painful. It's the right way. It'll teach them how to latch right, and then it will not be painful for you. And then another thing that you guys need to know is you need to get nipple cream. Whether you use the Walmart brand, it's like starts with an L, and it's in a purple. It's like a purple brand, like it's in a purple bottle, in a purple like box, whatever. And the containers are purple. But that is what I use. I also have some Boob Ease. I'll show you guys a clip. But with that, it is like very salve like, so you could just, you know, scoop you some out, put it on there, and it's like very good for like just not having dry nipples, because your nipples will get very dry. At least mine did. My nipples got so dry that they cracked, and whenever he would feed, they would get blisters on them, and then the blisters would bust open and bleed every time that he would feed. They would get scabs, and he would pull the scabs off whenever he ate. It was a mess, so I had to use nipple shields for a little while. But he suddenly stopped wanting to use the nipple shields. Like, he just stopped wanting to use them. Like, he just didn't like how far in his mouth, I guess, the nipple shield went, because like it, you know, it's like a little nipple, so it's almost like a bottle, but it's a different shape than your actual boob. So yeah, I'm rambling. So we went over breast pump, nipple shields, hand pumps. Another thing you guys need to know is you need to stay hydrated. If you are not staying hydrated, then you will not make milk. You need to be taking in quite a bit of protein a day. Like you need to drink a lot of water. Like, what I do is I get up and my breakfast is a bottle of water and 2 protein bars, the granola protein bars. And then what I do after that is I just drink water. I chug water, and you can like feel just about, like, you can kind of feel. I pick them up. I try to get them in Cassie. Bring him in. Okay, you guys. So I have to feed little man, but what I was talking about is you can like drink the water, and you will kind of feel your breasts getting full of milk again. Like, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but you will be able to, like, whenever you pump, you'll be able to feel like, oh wait, it's just gone. And then whenever you start to drink more water and eat protein and, you know, eat foods, like not Hot Pockets, not pizza rolls, not stuff like that. Like, you need to eat like food, like eggs and toast or bacon, or for lunch if you like a big thick ham sandwich or something, you know what I mean? Like legit food, like hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, homemade fries, not fast food fries. Like, not them greasy ones that you get from fast food. Those are nasty. Well, I guess all fries are greasy, but anyways, you need like foods, not just processed stuff, not like stuff that's not got a lot of protein and stuff in it. And that is where a lot of people don't realize that they, you know, need that, and they will not make milk because they're not hydrated. They're drinking pop all day. They're drinking Gatorades all day, and Gatorades, they think that it will hydrate them, but Gatorade has salt in it, or sodium, so it's not going to hydrate you. It's going to, you know, it's not as good as water. So those are two things. And another thing is just feed your baby as your baby is hungry, because the baby nursing will trigger your body to make more milk. So what you want to do is every time that your baby is hungry, nurse them. You're not wanting, unless you're wanting to pump and not do the nipple to mouth thing. Like, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. It just might be a little bit harder. I mean, some women pump and only pump and bottle feed and do great, but pumping is something that you're going to have to do like on a schedule, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't breastfeed on demand, then you're going to lose milk. And then once the milk is sitting in there for a while, it's not, your body's going to think, okay, I'm not going to make as much milk as I did this time because it didn't all come out. It didn't all get used. So I don't need to make this much milk. So your body's going to stop making as much milk as it did last time. And then before you know it, your supply is just going to decrease and decrease and decrease and decrease until you have nothing, almost. But another thing that I wanted to touch on was good outfits to wear whenever you are breastfeeding, like ways to breastfeed in public. So what I do is I always wear t-shirts. Like, even if I don't, that's not something that you have to do. You can do this with any top, except maybe a crop top. I don't know if that would work. But what I do is I wear like tank like this, and then I have my tank top on underneath my shirt. So whenever I go to breastfeed, I pull my tank top and my bra down, and then I pull my shirt that's on the outside up, so that way I can get it out. But I pull that down and pull the top up, so that way I'm still covered, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really like exposed or whatever, so it's not like a big deal. But that's a tip that I have learned. And exercise is one thing. You have to stay like active, and you need to like feel like in your armpit, you'll be able to feel like, I don't want to say pressure, but like a tenderness, you know what I mean? And like a good way to get the milk to like come down, like if you lift your armpits up and you have like a big like knot, then it's like a milk knot is what I call it. It's like and you can like massage it out, and then like the milk will come down into your milk ducts, and I swear it works. Like, I may sound stupid, but I swear it works. But yeah, another thing is milk storage. You're gonna want to have milk storage. Like, you're gonna want to have bags for it. You're gonna want to have stuff to put the bags in, and then you're in the freezer. And then you're gonna want to have like ice packs and like little coolers and stuff that you can put the milk in to transport it. So like, if your baby's gonna go stay with somebody, like, you know, you need to have that so the milk is good in the car while you're traveling. Because if you thaw breast milk out, like say you pump it and then you have it at room temp, you put it in the freezer. Okay, you freeze it, you unfreeze it a week later, then you've got to use it on that day, or you can't really keep it that long because you froze it and then thawed it out. And you cannot freeze it and then thaw it out and then refreeze it. You can't do that. You could probably keep it in the fridge for like a day, but I wouldn't, just because, you know, you don't really know. Like, it just depends on how breast milk will keep like that and how it looks and stuff, because I don't want to give something to my baby that's not good. Like, I don't want to give him clabbered milk. But yeah, those are the things that I have learned. I know this is kind of like all over the place and just kind of out there, but I wanted to touch on some of this stuff with you guys because I noticed a lot of, you know, people that I know are starting to have babies and they don't really know what it really is like. So just know that breastfeeding is painful at first, but there are so many different products that you can use, like nipple shields, nipple guards, whatever you want to call them, and it will help you to keep pushing through for breastfeeding. Breastfeeding has always been something that I've loved doing. I love the bond that you have with your baby from breastfeeding. I love the, just like the mother feeling of your baby needs you to eat. You know what I mean? Like nobody else can feed him but me. Like he has to have his mother. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it no other way than that. But another thing that you guys need to invest in is a boppy pillow, because boppy pillows are great for nursing because you just hit the boppy pillow underneath your baby, and then it will help you like hold the baby. Like you won't have to really hold the baby, the pillow kind of will for you, so you can kind of use your hands like if you're sitting down and stuff. I'll show you like a clip of my boppy pillow and like what it looks like and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure that that is everything that I wanted to touch on. So just for like a quick recap, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, eat lots of protein and carbs and to make milk, and you want to pump or feed on demand. And then you need nipple shields just in case, because you never know. I mean, you never know. It could be painful for a little while, then you may not need them, and you may need them again. You never know. You need milk storage bags. You need breast pads, or you can just use regular panty liners. That's what I've been using because it's cheaper. You can get panty liners for $1, $1.50 at the dollar store, and then you just pop them down in there, and boom, you're good to go. You know what I mean? Like it's not expensive versus getting breast pads that are a little bit more pricey just because of the way that they're shaped and stuff. So yeah, nipple shields, nipple breast milk bags, pads, a breast pump or a hand pump, a manual pump, or a electric pump. And then you do need to get, I would suggest getting sports bras, not nursing bras. Don't get nursing tank tops because your milk supply is going to come in and it's going to be very heavy. Your breasts are going to be very big and engorged and heavy. So whenever that happens, like the weight of that will just cause that to snap right down. So what I would do, what I done is I wore a size medium in tank tops. So I got a size large in tank tops, and I just got regular ones, El Cheapo ones. And what I did was I got it and I got a size up, so that way whenever I would, you know, pull my tank top and bra down and pull my outside shirt up, it would just kind of be comfortable. It wouldn't really be tight, but it wasn't loose. You know what I mean? Like whatever. So what I would suggest is to get breast sports bras and a size up in tank tops, and then just like whatever shirt size you wear, get regular for your over top. But I would do that. I would layer my clothes a little bit like that, and then I would eat a lot of good foods, just because you know, just be cautious of what you're putting into your baby's body. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I seem like I was just rambling on and scrambled, I'm sorry. My mind is just scatterbrained all over the place right now because it's like the evening time. It's like halfway through the day, and my brains just get fried from having so many little babies. I'm still not in the groove yet of, you know what I mean? So just bear with me, and I will try to get as many videos out as I can. But if you enjoyed this video and this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. Click the bell notification down there next to the subscribe button and subscribe and join my channel. Become part of the family. And if the bell, click that and then hit all, so that way you see every time that I upload. So, because I know sometimes you will subscribe but you may not see when I upload because you didn't click the bell notification, and then it will notify you every time that I post. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.